As a professional wrestler, Zack the Ripper Comics can attest to a lot of things. What it takes to make it in the professional wrestling world. What it takes when it comes to bodybuilding and training and focusing on your body. And what it takes when it comes to ingesting the ultimate beverage. And in this case, as you know, the ultimate beverage is Polar Seltzer. It's a little dark there, as you can see. But that doesn't stop us when it comes to Polar, because if you want to be a champion, if you want to pose with the belt, if you want to hashtag pose with the belt, then what you have to do is drink Polar. Oh, hell yeah. That's good stuff. Welcome back, everybody. Professional wrestler, comic book collector, video game enthusiast, Zack the Ripper Comics here. And right off the bat, I want to thank everybody for all of their support over the last couple weeks with the channel. The numbers have been absolutely huge. I really appreciate that. It seems like you guys are really digging the Weekend Rental series, so I will continue that. There will be a new episode of Weekend Rental this coming week. Also, the Let's Read. Now, I know a lot of you aren't huge into Let's Reads, and that's fine. For those of you that did tune in to watch it, I thank you and I appreciate that. There will be a new episode of Let's Read this week. Now, as you know, here at Zack the Ripper Comics, as a professional wrestler myself, I like to talk about professional wrestling when it's not boring and drab. And things like this news item are sure to stir up a lot of haters online, but it must be reported. Again, I have a lot of friends and family that are inside some very important places, and I found out that the pose with the belt challenge that everybody was annoyingly doing on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and a barrage of other social media outlets, has caused WWE to come up with their newest, zaniest idea heading into WrestleMania season. They're going to do the hashtag Pose with the Belt Challenge. Now, many of you are probably saying, who cares? Everybody marks out online and poses with their belts anyhow. You're going to want to listen to this. So if you want to know what WWE's hashtag Pose with the Belt Challenge is going to be and why this spells the end for the Women's Tag Team Championships, then please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. So it took place just a few weeks ago, the hashtag Pose with the Belt Challenge. It started on Facebook, made its way to Instagram, Twitter, and many other social media platforms. And as you know, anything that gets hot, WWE is sure to get their hands on it. So what they've implemented in this post-COVID Thunderdome world of WWE wrestling is the hashtag Pose with the Belt Challenge. Yes, they have trademarked the term. They now own it. So if you do a Pose with the Belt challenge and use the hashtag, you, in theory, although very slim, could owe WWE royalty fees. What they plan to do around this year's WrestleMania, but most likely directly following the huge two-night event, is have the WWE Championship Pose with the Belt Challenge. And what they plan to do with this is they're going to have the Women's Tag Team Champions completely nullified, to use a term from other shows on the Zack the Ripper Comics YouTube channel. And basically, they're going to combine titles. Now, what does this mean? Because there are no other women's tag team championships. Well, they're going to have the Raw and SmackDown champions, the singles champions, team up to fight the women's tag team champions. Now, if the singles champions win this match, then they go down in history as the final women's tag team champions. If the women's tag team champions win this match, they go down in history not only as the final champions and will be retired as the final champions, but they win respectively the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship belts. Now, this could be huge, and this actually could be fresh, as I feel there aren't enough women tag teams, and every time we feel like they're going to go down the road of creating a new one, after 3 weeks, they're laid to the wayside and completely forgot about. So what we're looking at either at or post WrestleMania, most likely being the post, is the Raw and SmackDown Women's Singles Champions taking on the Women's Tag Team Champions to get rid of the Women's belts. Again, this is going to be the WWE hashtag pose with the belt challenge. Probably going to do something similar like they did with Facebook years ago with the mixed match challenge. And the rumors are that the hashtag pose with the belt challenge will be an NBC special that of course you'll go to Peacock, thus the WWE network, for by this time, as this would be in April and the merger happens next month in March. However, this will be labeled as an NBC WWE hashtag pose with the belt challenge series. What are your thoughts on this? How do you feel about the Women's Tag Team Championships going away after just 2 years of being around? Do you feel that they've served their purpose and they're done? Or do you feel like they have a lot more life left in them if only the booking and creative would get better within WWE? Leave a comment below. A la 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 lam, a la 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 lam, a la 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 lam, la lam lemon. Polar lemon. When you want that great scent of palm olive, but the taste of Sprite. Polar seltzer lemon. Laser lemon. That's the show, folks. I want to thank all of my patrons over at patreon.com/ZachTheRipperComics for supporting the channel. Not only are you getting exclusive content that you cannot see anywhere else but on patreon.com, but you're also getting some awesome merchandise courtesy of our Teespring store, link in the description below. T-shirts, hoodies, fanny packs, dog sweaters, and even the ever popular ladies leggings. For everybody that liked us on Facebook, found us on Instagram, hit up the ebay.com/ZachTheRipperComics store for all of your comic book needs. And last but not least, hit the thumbs up on this video, hit the bell for notifications so you know when we go live or when we post brand new content. And last but not least, subscribing to the channel, as it goes a long, long way as we are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Until next time. Now that's a hit. I know a lot of ins and outs about the business. More ins than outs. That's what she said. Wherein these are going to be shown online and maybe on the and we're just gonna do one take of that. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, it must be my son. Blue eyes. It's about all we have in common.
Ladies and gentlemen, must be my son. Giant ears. That's about all we have in common.
Ladies and gentlemen, must be my son. No balls. It's about all we have in common.